How I went from selling saturated products for only $10 to $50 on marketplace apps to making over $300 per sale profit and making over $10,000 per month. Now, this video is going to be super valuable for you guys because a lot of you guys are stuck in the same position that I was, selling saturated products like AirPods, cologne, and wondering why you're not making any sales. Your guys' listings probably look something like this, where you guys are literally selling AirPods for like $50, making zero profit. And I'm going to show you how I went from this as well to now making over $200 to $300 per sale with the exact strategies that I'm going to show you in this video. So what we're going to go over is why, number one, why you guys are failing, why you guys are not seeing success, why you guys are still stuck selling these saturated products, making no money, and then how to actually go ahead and fix that. We're also going to talk about my journey and why I made the switch from selling things like this to things like this, where I'm going to reveal to you in this video exactly how to find winning products that are actually going to be able to make you $200 to $300 profit per sale. So with that being said, stay until the end of this video because it is going to be a super valuable one. This is probably going to be the most valuable video I think I've ever made for beginner resellers who are starting off not making a lot of money and wondering what they're doing wrong. And this video is literally going to answer all of your questions, right? Now, the first thing we are going to talk about in this video is why most resellers are failing, right? What are most resellers doing wrong, right? Well, most resellers are selling saturated products on saturated apps, like selling Facebook on, AirPods on Facebook, selling spider hoodies on Depop or OfferUp. They're making $10 to $50 profit a sale because they're selling these saturated products that everybody else is selling. The market is tanked, the market is too saturated, and it's hard for you to find your groove and make any money. You have slow days, you don't have any consistent sales, you don't know when you're going to make your next sale, you don't know how much profit you're going to make, you don't know if people are going to lowball you, undercut you. They're probably texting you saying, oh, is this still available? And then they never text back because they're not really interested. And they found somebody with a lower price and somebody who's willing to make even less profit than you are. And you don't want to be in that position, right? But most of all, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again without actually making any changes, right? Your bank account is low and you're wondering what you're doing wrong with no real action, right? And this is why maybe you're not stuck at $0 a month, but you're certainly not making 5 figures a month, because a 5-figure a month reseller is doing these things. They're selling new untapped products, validated by the market, validated by data, making data-driven decisions, making at least a 3x profit per sale. They're not only selling AirPods for low ticket, still selling those saturated products, maybe to, get sales here and there, but they're also selling high ticket items that are going to make them sales as well. They're not selling to one customer, making one single sale, lying about the authenticity of their product and having people get mad and try and get refunds or fucking call the police on you. And what they're doing is building a recurring customer base by being honest, doing good business, and building trust with the people they sell to, so they want to come back to you over and over and over again. And they're also making money consistently every single day without having to guess. And that is what a 10K a month reseller is doing right now. 6 months ago, I was stuck selling saturated products on marketplace apps. I was making vendor link sales online. I was supplying, doing those things. But to be honest, bro, I wasn't actually reselling, right? I was like a lot of these people that you see online. I was making content on social media about reselling without actually doing it. And to be honest, bro, I was sick of being a LARP. I was sick of faking it, sick of making videos about reselling without actually doing it, right? Not being completely honest here. I wanted to learn how to actually resell on marketplace apps so that I could not only add an extra income source on top of the 10 to 15K a month I was making online through, vendor links, supplying like other income sources, but also learn the real skill of reselling so that I could actually teach others to do the same. And my content was genuinely valuable to you guys and could actually help you, right? So over the last 90 days, I have cracked the code to marketplace app selling, and I've been able to add an extra 8 to 10K a month without even really trying, because most of my time is taken up by the actual business that I run, the content side of things, fulfilling orders, all that shit. And I don't have time to put into marketplace apps. But when I started, making sales and I started actually locking in on the strategy I'm going to show you in this video, I realized that it really doesn't take that much time, and I could make that 8 to 10K a month at least without even really trying, right? Now I figured out exactly the exact system that the top 1% of actual resellers do to make money with the real resale business model, not vendor links, not supplying. And I'm not saying those things are bad, because they're great. They can make you a lot of sales. But me personally, I just wanted to actually resell, right? And then I became the top 1% after I figured out what they were doing. So here's what to do and what not to do if you are somebody who wants to achieve the same thing. Most beginners, you don't want to post on social media. You don't really have experience. You don't know what you're doing. So you want to actually resell on marketplace apps. This is how beginners start. This is what is told to you by all these other big resellers. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do it the right way, right? Now, what not to do, right? Do not sell saturated products that big resellers are telling you to sell. Do not lie to your customers about the authenticity of your product, because that is going to result in, maybe one sale, but then they're going to ask for a refund. If your product is ass, they're not going to want to come back to you, and you're not going to get bulk buyers, right? Do not, and this kind of goes along with the next thing, do not only go for single sale buyers, and do not only be posting on one platform, right? All these things are the reason why you are still broke. All right. Now, here's exactly what to do. Do sell unsaturated products that are proven to be in demand, that are validated by the market. Do try and get recurring customers. Do use pictures and listing formats from proven listings that are already generating sales, and do post on multiple apps and social media. Now, the number one thing that I've learned from locking in on actually reselling over the past 6 months is that your product is everything, right? Your marketing, your distribution, all that stuff goes to the side if you do not have a good product. And that's how it is in any business, really. You need to sell the right product in a specific niche that's proven to work. And here's exactly how, right? You need to sell the right product to a certain type of person who wants that product, and those two things are going to work together to make you a lot of money. And here's a step-by-step process. Now, step one, you have to brainstorm. All right. Now, based on things like the time of year, things like world events, things like trending topics, figure out what products may do well in your area. So, like the weather, environment, interests. Like, for example, here, it's Arizona. It's always warm, right? There's a lot of rich people who like to, do like pickleball and golf and like all these sporting events. I don't really know too much about the area, to be honest, but that's just kind of what comes to my head. A lot of ASU, we all know how they get down. But using that data, I can kind of start to figure out what products may actually work, right? Step two, you need to find a winning niche. So find a group of people in your local area who are going to be the most profitable, right? And the people that are going to be the most profitable are going to be rich people, because rich people will pay. Now, what I've noticed is that if you guys want to sell on places like Facebook, or any marketplace app, really, what you want to do is you want to target not necessarily like the top 1% of earners, but you want to target the people who want to look rich. That's the whole point of reps, like designer clothing, for example. Like, people buy it because they want to look rich. They want to have a certain type of status. And the same thing applies here, right? So if you sell maybe, let's say, a $5,000 product, like that's real, like an authentic $5,000 product, and then you sell a replica for maybe, let's say, 2K, right? That's going to target the people that have money and are able to pay that 2K, but want to look like they have the 5K thing, right? They still have money to pay it, but they don't want to pay the price of actually getting the real thing. And those are going to be your target customers. Now, if you live in an area where you don't have a lot of rich people, which is kind of like where I was back in my hometown, you just have to figure out, okay, maybe I can't sell these high ticket products. Maybe these aren't going to do the best for me in my area. So instead of selling high ticket products, how can I sell more low ticket products? How can I get a large amount of people to buy one cheap thing versus buying, versus one or two people buying a very, very expensive thing, right? So find a larger group of people that still have a common interest, and then build a product around it, right? And that kind of leads into step three, which is finding a product market fit, right? So figure out what those people specifically want that would actually solve a problem that they have and make their lives better. So for example, what, the big basic problem that we're trying to solve with any rep, right, is people want the real thing. They don't want to pay the real price. So we get them a very, very high quality, right? Now, there's a couple things that you actually need in order to actually solve that problem, right? Number one, you need a good supplier. Let me see if I can spell out supplier. Okay, I'm not going to try. I'm just going to talk because my handwriting is atrocious, but you need a high quality supplier, all right? So if people are if they want the real thing, but they don't want to pay the price, then you need to have a good quality product. Whether you tell them it's rep, whether you tell them it's real, whatever it might be, you still need to have as close to one of one, as close to the real thing as you possibly can. Now you're probably asking, Braden, how can you do that? Well, over the past 2 years of my reselling journey, I've tested thousands of different suppliers. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours doing research, testing different vendor links, all that different stuff, bro. And I've put together all of the personal vendors that I've used for the past 2 years, the ones that I think are the best, the ones that I found that work the best, the ones that have the best shipping, and I package them into suppliers on my website. So if you guys want access to all my personal suppliers, what you guys can do is go to this website right here. I'll type it out for you guys to make it easier. You guys can go to bradensupply.shop, and you guys can get all the personal suppliers that I have literally used for the past bro, I don't even know how long. For the past 2 years, the ones that I found to be the best, testing 30 different vendors for each product and giving you one or two that actually works and is not going to, number one, not going to scam you, but also is going to provide you a good quality, right? So if you guys have a good supplier, you're going to be able to solve that very basic problem. Now, there's other problems as well that you might, be able to solve. Like, for example, people wanting to look better, people wanting to, smell better, people, let's say, wanting a product that may be discontinued, but you have a rep source for it. Like, let's say something like that, right? Any problem that you can solve in the market, the bigger the problem, the bigger the pain, the easier it's going to be to sell. But obviously it's kind of hard to dial in a specific pain point without like hopping on a sales call with them. You just, or anything like that. You just have to use good copy in your listings, and then also, be able to present the product in a certain way on meetups as well. But you need to find a product market fit, right? Now, after you find a product market fit, what you need to do is you need to validate your ideas, right? You need to validate your ideas and actually become a data-driven entrepreneur and use data to validate things that you think are going to work well, right? So let's say, for example, we want to go, oh shit, let me see. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can open eBay from here really quick. So what you guys want to do, you guys want to go to eBay, right? And you are going to go to the search bar and you're going to type in any product, right? This is after you brainstormed, after you figured out what you think might sell well. So let's say in Arizona, there's a lot of rich people in my area. So let's say weather's nice. So let's say that they might want pickleball paddles, right? So we're going to go and just look up pickleball paddles, right? Pickleball paddle right here, bro. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down to here and we're going to select the sales filter, right? We're going to select the sales filter and we're going to click sold items right here, right? And now you're going to see all the items that have previously sold. So you guys can see December 23rd, this one sold. 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 This one sold. And we kind of got to notice a trend, right? So it looks like a lot of these are selling, right? So the CRBN True Foam Waves pickleball paddle with covers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go here, literally just going to copy this. And now we're going to validate it once again and niche back down, right? Go back here, make sure sold items is on. And now we can see when is like how much this product's actually selling. Let's say I want to sell this for at least 120, right? You guys can see, okay, so 120 may not be a good price for this. So let's just do minimum 90. Unless this is going to fuck up the filters. Okay, no. So 93, 98. You could probably get these from your supplier for like 20 bucks. So that's still like a 4 or 5x profit margin, right? 103, 94. And they're selling decently consistently, but they're not amazing, right? December 10th, December 12th. So this, may be a decent product. But it's not going to be like a real, like true winner, right? So if we go back and maybe we want to look for an actual real winner, let me close that down. Let's see what else we can find. So this Jula one. Actually, oh, what is this? What is this? Selling for $500. This is what you want to look for, all right? This is what you want to look for, a diamond in the rough, and now we're going to validate it, right? We're going to copy it, paste it back into here. We're going to go down to sold items. Now we're going to see if it actually works. 500, 700, 500, 500, December 23rd, December 22nd. Okay, bro, I should actually not be leaking this right now because I think I just found my next winning product on this actual video, bro. Because, bro, holy shit. Yo, Zay, come here. Come look at my computer. So, bro, I'm filming a video talking about how to find winning products. And, bro, I just found a crazy winner. Bro, look. December 23rd, 500. December 21st, 700. 23rd, 5. 22nd, 5. 22nd, 5. 22nd, 5. 22nd. Bro, I don't know if I should post this. Should I post this?
Yes, bro. They don't have access to our supplier anyway.
Oh yeah, they can't even fucking get it. So yeah, you got to join the inner circle for that one. But boys, we literally just found a winning product that is you can probably get for maybe $30 maybe, and it's oh my god, yeah, this is a cook. This is a fucking cook. All right, but like I said, it doesn't matter because you don't have my supplier and you can't make it. So whatever. But yeah, we just found a winning product literally live on stream on the video. And now what we're going to do is we're going to copy a winning listing, right? So let's say we just use oh, this isn't the right one. Let's say we just use this exact photo. We copy the winning listing, copy the exact format, distribute it. So instead of just posting on eBay, we post it on eBay, Facebook, OfferUp, Mercari, every platform we can, and then we profit, right? And it's literally as easy as that. You guys literally just saw me find a fucking cook in 2 minutes. Holy shit, I got a lot of zins in my mouth. I got like 3 zins in my mouth. But bro, we literally just found a cook. We literally just found a fucking cook. Now you guys will see this video and still not take action, and that is why you stay losing. I literally just gave you an entire fucking blueprint and a free winning product. Bro, I didn't even expect to find a winning product on this video. I didn't even expect to like find like a crazy winner, but I just did. To master marketplace apps, and you're still poor. You're still poor after you just saw me do this in 2 minutes. You're still poor after you saw after you fucking just watched me make a winning product in 2 minutes. And at this point, it's not because of lack of knowledge, because I just gave it to you. It's a lack of initiative, right? It's a lack of want, of desire, of need to get rich, right? So if you actually want to start reselling and learn from the best in the game, you guys can join my free Discord. Go to the link in my bio for more reselling tips and free sauce you will not get anywhere else. Boys, I literally just gave you the entire fucking blueprint. I literally just gave you the entire blueprint, and I showed you that I actually know how to do it in this video, bro. So why haven't you started? Like, why haven't you started? I genuinely don't understand. This is the new way to resell in 2025 using this exact four-step process. Brainstorm, find a niche, find a product market fit, and then validate your ideas. I literally just cooked. I just fucking cooked. I literally just cooked right in front of your guys' face. So I don't know how much more proof that you guys need. All right. So if you guys like this video, if you guys learned something from it, drop, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want to do. And actually take action, bro. Because you just saw me do this in two minutes. And I'm probably going to make fucking at least 10K off of this, bro. So I don't know what else to say. Go fucking cook, bro. Go fucking take action, because it's literally this easy, bro. It's literally this fucking easy. And I'll see you guys in the next video.